Hello boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this is Defub21 and today we have a video game trailer for, well, a trailer for Dishonored 2, which is a video game. This is the stating the obvious. This is the Dishonored 2 Gamescom 2016 gameplay, it simply says video rather than trailer for some reason, but anyway, it's a gameplay trailer for this year's Gamescom, so I thought we'd have a look and then I would tell you what I think about it. So without further ado, let's have a look.
Prove you wrong. Come on, show yourself. We're all waiting for you. What?
This indicates the search protocol is on playback. When this plays, search is underway. Playback for detection registered. Activating visual detection. Aristocratic profile, but hostile. Combat Protocol 8. Okay, enemy encountered. Mechanism detached. Amplified. Switching to alternative tactical mode.
Well, it's definitely a gameplay trailer. There's basically gameplay, and more gameplay throughout. There's no voiceover, no story explaining anything. It's just gameplay without commentary. Again, as one would expect for a leap from last gen, which is what the previous game was, Dishonored. Well, it was on PC too, but again designed around the limitations of the 360 and the PlayStation 3. Again, jumping to current gen, it looks noticeably better in terms of visuals, quality of the art assets, animation, resolution that it runs on, runs at, and so on. And it looks, it looks good. I mean. Again, we'll have to wait till the reviews, but the one kind of issue I have with it so far, and the one criticism I had of the previous game, is when you're in the kind of the open air kind of city environments in the city. I think the city was called Dunwall. I think that wasn't in the original game. It did seem rather, dead and or abandoned. The whole explanation was that people were hiding in their homes because of the plague and all the rest from the first game, which appears to be very much present in the second game as well. The technical reason for it, as was explained by the developers, that they just didn't have enough memory / processor power in the 360 and the PlayStation 3 to have a city environment that was, quote unquote, more alive, with more people, more things in it, animals or whatever, behaving or doing whatever they were programmed to do, living their lives and whatnot. And so far, what we've seen from this game, that does appear to be the exact same problem. And if that's an area that I'm of the view that could be improved. Again, if it's set in another substantial, city with a population of tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands, and all you see on the streets are just a smattering of guards here, there, and here, there, and everywhere, as it were. And there's only just them, a handful of guards and no one else, or maybe the odd NPC, but that's it. It's not very good. it's not very good world building. As I've said with, like, say for instance, I've said in previous videos, with when it comes to Grand Theft Auto 5 and 4, or just Grand Theft Auto 5. I mean, yeah, it's a visual improvement over over 4 in the previous games, but fundamentally, the kind of world you're living in, your player is living in, or your character you're controlling is living in, is no more really alive than in Vice City or San Andreas. You know, the NPCs walking down the street are no smarter. You know, there's little in the way of actual dynamism to the Grand Theft Auto world at this point. And what I would be looking for in both open world games and a game like this, which is based in a large populous center, is more stuff that is, you know, kind of a dynamic, emergent gameplay, if you want to use that experience, where you have more AI characters with more complex AI that can lead to, you know, more unexpected things happening as a result of your own actions. That makes individual playthroughs of a game by, you know, people playing by players to be more unique, more unpredictable, and by extension more fun. And again, if it's, you know, the first game was great, I really enjoyed it, and I'm certainly paying attention to this. But if it's the same thing basically all over again, where it's, you know, supposedly cities of, you know, thousands, or well, tens of thousands, or hundreds of thousands of people, and yet the streets are completely and utterly bereft of anyone but a smattering of guards here, there, and everywhere, it's just not enough for me. I think they need to get past that, and really, if it's effectively, you know, the same thing in terms of, you know, a small, light population of guards, few if any NPCs, you know, supposedly is a city, but is one that is, you know, effectively might as well be, you know, a couple of 100-year-old or 1,000-year-old ruin that nobody lives in, effectively. I mean, if that's the, you know, they'll add new gameplay mechanics and now you can control what is her name? The queen character was the princess last time. I'm sure there's obviously new special attacks and new special modes and all the rest, but that's, yeah, it's part of the equation, maybe interested in it, but that's not really enough to my mind to build upon the success of the previous game. They need to push things forward, and yeah, it looks good, but it's beginning to look to me more and more like a visually prettier, higher resolution version of the last game, with nowhere near enough, you know, significant evolution in terms of world building, in terms of, you know, gameplay and so on, and that gives me a bit of pause. So I'll wait and see, and I'll wait for the reviews, but I'm less enthusiastic than I was when this was originally announced, I'm waiting to see something new in these gameplay trailers that's genuinely new and that would be exciting, and so far I'm not seeing it. Anyway, this is Defub 21. Let me know what you think about this gameplay trailer, about my thoughts on it, and so on. Like, dislike, have your own views. Let me know in the comments. And if you do like this video, please like it. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. This is Defub 21 signing off. Toodaloo.